Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Killian Family Homestead. I started to do this video by showing an instructional video on butchering a lamb, and then I realized that, man, there's probably 100,000 other videos on YouTube that are of professional butchers doing this, and so I probably should just have this for the record, share what we've been doing, and not necessarily be an instructional video for butchering. I hope that's my goal. I hope to get to a point where I am good enough at this that I can indeed teach others how to do it. But I've got the kitchen already here with the knives necessary to cut certain cuts of meat into smaller pieces so it can run it through the processor right there. We use a KitchenAid for that with an attachment on it that will mince the meat for us. And excited, let me take you along with me. Alright. So, it's interesting to me how when it's on a carcass, this meat doesn't look appetizing to a lot of people. I shared some videos with some friends, and a lot of them commented that, ew, gross, I could never eat the animal after seeing it hanging like that. And then when you get it all chopped up like this, it all of a sudden looks appetizing. I think that's, I mean, including myself and my family and my kids, I mean, we're trying to learn how to be self-sufficient, kind of a homestead feel. But anyways, this meat is right from our Katahdin sheep wether male that we just butchered. See my other video showing us butchering it. But I probably did a ton of things wrong. I tried to follow instructional videos on YouTube. But the next step is to cut this bowl right here, which is the scraps and other meats and things like that, into thin enough strips that my processor or meat processor here can actually take it without issues. And I'll catch you up when I get done with that. Okay, so this next stage, what we're doing is I've already minced the meat one time and using the insert that has thicker or wider holes, and now we're mincing it a second time to get it, you know, a little more mixed, as well as getting it into the standard size for burgers and stuff like that. So I think we have just enough fat and to meat ratio where it's not too fatty and unhealthy, but it's going to have some flavor. Okay, here is the money shot. We have our hamburger, we have our loin chops, we have other cuts for steaks and bits and stews and ribs, of course, and different little bits here and there for our stews. We have the leg of lamb roast here, and we have the lamb chops as well. And we just simply utilize the KitchenAid as we showed to you before, and we were able to get all of the meats ready. This is our own Katahdin Hair sheep, and this is our home-grown, home-raised meat. Organic, grass-fed meat, and we're going to weigh it up and see how much actual cuts of meat we have to see in terms of monetary value what it's worth. Okay, here is the first meal that we did, my wife did, I don't want to take any credit for it, with the Katahdin wether that we butchered and cut up. This is stew meat that we used, and my wife created a stew, a crock pot for how long?
4 hours.
4 hours. And let's see, by taking a bite right now, what the meat tastes like. Wow. Oh, that's good. That's a very unique flavor. I like it though. Well, that's been a huge success. We tallied up all the meat, the pounds, and the cuts, and what local prices were, and it's about $136 worth of meat that we were able to get off of that Katahdin wether. And he wasn't super big in my opinion, so I look forward to the future breeding better and better quality sheep so that we can get better and better meat. But that right there is dang good. Thanks so much for being with us.